Okay, let me share my screen. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Second. So we're going to do a new chapter, right? We finished chapter number 11. So now we have to do chapter 12 in Adi-Khanda, where we are going to see what symptoms, what is he doing in Navdeep? Now he has already gotten married. He saw Ishwar Puri, remember? He saw his Guru Ishwar Puri. He's not taken his Diksha from him yet. He's not accepted him as Guru, but now what does he do, right? So he used to challenge everybody. Whenever he used to go and meet anybody, he used to challenge them in Navdeep, right? And he used to think that other people are insignificant in Sanskrit grammar. And he's the most scholar, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit used to think like that, right? And one time he met Mukunda on the road, and Mukunda is a beautiful singer, right? And he held his hand and said, "Why do you always run away from me? Why, when I see you, you just run away?" Um, then Mukunda thought, okay, what shall I do now? Because now I cannot escape. I always used to run away, and he will defeat me in grammar. He's wonderful. Now let me try to ask him questions on something called alankar. Alankar is like, you guys know what is alliteration, like the figures of speech in English. You guys know what are figures of speech in English? Like metaphor, irony, pun. You guys know all that? Yes or no? And nobody's on camera, so I can't even see. Do you guys know, Gauri? You know what are figures of speech?
Yes, Pooja.
So he was like, okay, uh, so he was saying, okay, let me test Nimai today on Alankar, right? On these figures of speech. So Mukunda began to ask the Lord the questions. So Ada, we are doing the Adi Leela. So now Nimai is Mukunda, who's a great Kirtanya. He met the Lord, and the Lord wants to test him. So Mukunda is thinking, okay, he's always great in grammar. Let me test him on the figures of speech, right? And Mukunda would say something, and the Lord would refuse. Every time he would refuse. And Mukunda said, okay, grammar is only done by students. Now let me test you on the figures of speech. And so Mukunda read some of the most difficult verses and told them, can you see any faults, any wrong things in these verses? And Gaurachandra was able to point out the faults. And Mukunda was not able to say anything because he was right. And the Lord then smiled, okay, you come tomorrow, Mukunda, and we will discuss tomorrow. But you study your books carefully. You're not able to find the faults, but I am able to find the faults. But Mukunda understood, oh my God, he's not an ordinary person. He possesses such knowledge. He is conversant with grammar, he is conversant with all the figures of speech, he is conversant with every book. If he was a devotee of Krishna, then I would never leave him. Unfortunately, this Nimai is not a devotee of Krishna, but he's so knowledgeable. So this is how he passed his time in Navdeep. One time he met Gadadhar. Who is Gadadhar? Who is Gadadhar? Yes, Adav.
His guru.
Hmm?
His guru.
That is Ishwara Puri, no? Who is Gadadhar? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Then, then what comes? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda,
Sri Advaita.
Shri Advaita. Then
Sri
Gadadhar. So who is Gadadhar? Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhaktavinda, right? So who's Gadadhar? Gadadhar is one of the Panchatattvas, right? He is he's Radharani in the male form, right? So Nimai caught Gadadhar's hands and said, he saw Mother and said, "Are you not studying logic? Come, come, let us debate on Sanskrit." So Gadadhar said, "Okay, fine. Here, tell me, what are the symptoms of liberation? When do you think a person is liberated meaning he's beyond this material modes of nature. He doesn't get agitated. He is at the soul level." So this was Nimai's question to Gadadhar. So Gadadhar explained these symptoms of the people who are at the soul level and they understand God. But Nimai said, you don't know how to explain properly. Your explanation is not good. And so Gadadhar said, so liberation means freedom from misery. You're not, if it is hot or cold, if it's day or night, if you have happiness or pain, you're always fixed. You're not, you're always steady. You're free from misery. This is the meaning of liberation according to the scriptures. But little Nimai, found out so many faults in his statements. There was nobody who could defeat his argument. Nobody dared to speak with the Lord. And Gadadhar was thinking, okay, let me get out of here. This guy is just arguing and arguing and arguing. And then the Lord said, okay, Gadadhar, you can go home and study your books and we can discuss more, right? So um, Gadadhar then offered his respects to Nimai and went home, right? So this is way how he was treating so many learned scholars like Gadadhar also, right? Um, and in the Navdeep, he used to in the evenings he used to sit on the banks of the Ganga and he was to explain Sanskrit and other things to the students there. He would give explanations on the scriptures. And the Vaishnavas, all the people who used to worship Vishnu or Krishna, they used to sit there and they felt both happiness and lamentation. They felt happiness that this guy is so knowledgeable. Nima is so knowledgeable. But why were they crying? Can anybody tell me why were they crying? And nobody's turning their cameras on, so I cannot see. Nobody. Okay, yes, Gauri.
They were crying because Nima did not worship Krishna.
Yeah. They were crying because Nima was not worshipping Krishna. It was like, what is the benefit? He's so knowledgeable, but he's not worshipping Krishna. So people used to say, okay, whenever he sees someone, he doesn't allow him to leave. He's like a tax collector. He will collect the tax. He will debate with that person. And somebody was to say, this guy is amazing. We think he must be a great personality. But other people were saying, even he's he asking so many questions, but he's so beautiful, so handsome. We feel like we just keep looking at him. Just great satisfaction by just seeing him. We've never seen such knowledge in an ordinary person. And our only regret is that he does not worship Krishna, right? So Vaishnavas used to think, they used to ask each other, please bless Nimai so that he can become a devotee of Krishna. He's so knowledgeable, it would be so nice if he becomes a devotee of Krishna. They all offered the obeisances on the banks of rivers and blessed Nimai with a prayer saying, oh, Nimai, the son of Jagannath Mishra, you please become absorbed in Krishna without deviation. Please, Krishna, bless him with his bhakti. Let him constantly worship Krishna in love. Oh Lord, oh Krishna, please let us have such association. So they used to pray for him, and Nima used to say, okay, I am accepting the devotee's blessings on my head, right? And somebody would ask, why are you wasting your time with just mundane education? You're not worshipping Krishna. What do you gain? And the Lord used to say now that I'm most fortunate because you're telling me that devotional service, that bhakti to Krishna is the only essence of education. I feel that he used to say, Nimai, that because I'm blessed by you all, I'm most fortunate, right? So I'm most fortunate. Raghav, are you back?
Yeah. Latush. No, I'm still in Vrindavan. I'm joining. I got the message.
Oh, Haribol, Haribol. So we
Yeah.
are studying chapter 12 of Adi Leela, where he's still a scholar, Nimai, and now Nimai is displaying his pride. And he was smiling at his servants. Nobody could recognize that this is Krishna himself. That this way he attracted the hearts of everyone. There was no one who escaped his power of attraction, right? Um, when the ladies saw him, they thought, oh my God, he is Cupid himself. Who is Cupid? Who is Cupid? Yes, Adam.
The god of love.
Yes. Can you guys turn your cameras on? Raghav is turning his camera on from all the way from Vrindavan, and you kids are in the US or India, but you're not turning your cameras on. So the ladies were thinking that he is Cupid himself, and that he is so handsome that the scholars treated him like he's Brihaspati, the god of the teacher of the demigods. And the yogis thought him that he is perfect, like a perfect yogi. And the bad people thought that he is like Yamaraj. Who is Yamaraj? Who is Yamaraj? Yes, Gauri,
The Lord of Death.
the Lord of Death. And if the Lord spoke with anybody, that person used to love the Lord Nimai, right? So this is how he was spending his time. One time, what happened was uh, he was sick. He was just pretending that he is sick, but he was on the pretense of being sick. He mentioned to people that he is not able to digest properly and his gas in the body. But then, in the pretext of being sick, he was pretending. He showed ecstasies, transformations of love. His body showed that he is getting involved in Krishna praying, that he has so much love for Krishna. That's how he was showing. Raghav, stay away from the keyboard, please. So he's laughing as he's rolling on the ground, and he nearly damaged the house. He's just rolling on the ground, and he roared loudly, and he challenged everyone. He challenged everyone. Uh, Let me move the screen. Like a wrestler. Can you tell me two famous wrestlers from the Krishna Leela? Yes, Raghav.
Chanur and Mushtik.
Yes. So he's challenging, Nima is challenging everybody like a wrestler. And anybody who would come, he would catch them and defeat them. And again, his entire body became stunned because he has so much love. Sometimes you happen that you have hair standing on your body. Does it happen? Has it happened to you guys that you feel goosebumps in your body? Has it happened to anybody? Has it happened? Goosebumps on anybody's? Yes. Lado, does it happen to you? Like you have goosebumps? Probably she doesn't. Yes, Mira. Mira,
I get it from tickles.
you get tickles. Tickles is different than goosebumps. So his body became stunned and he's falling unconscious because he's feeling the love of Krishna. So when Nimai's friends saw him, like what is happening, and they heard that he has gastric trouble, they came running to treat him. So Mukunda Sanjay, on his place, he was teaching the students, Buddhimanta Khan, and everybody, all his friends came to see him. They applied some medicinal oils on the Lord's head and tried to cure the Lord. So how can he be cured by these external medicine? Now he has the love for Krishna that is growing in his heart. All his limbs shivered. His limbs were shivering. Are you guys chatting? I hope you guys are not chatting. I did not disable chat. Let me see. Let me stop share. Let me share. And then he said, he shouted loudly. Now, this is one of the first times he's saying, everybody was frightened because he shouted so loudly. And he said, I am the Lord of all. I am Bhagavan. I am the Lord of all. I maintain the universe. Therefore, I am named Vishambhar. Vishambhar means he maintains the whole universe. His name is Vishambhar, right? One of the names is given at birth. He's saying, I'm the Lord of all. I'm the Supreme Lord, but no one recognizes me. And now he's rolling on the ground. Nobody's able to catch him, but nobody believes him. Would you have believed that he's the Lord if he's your friend? Would you guys have believed that if your friend is telling, I am the Supreme Lord? Yes, Raghav? No, right? Nobody would believe. So they were not believing that too. So on this way, on the pretext of gastric order, he is displaying this love for Krishna, but nobody can understand. Nobody can understand that he's Krishna. Somebody thought, oh, probably a demon has come inside his body. See how he's behaving. And somebody said, okay, he's just speaking and speaking. Probably, yes, he has gastric disorder. No, but nobody could understand the truth. They applied so many medicated oils on his head and they put him in a wooden tub filled with oil and rubbed his body. And the Lord began to laugh terribly as if actually he had gastric trouble. Then, after some time, he became normal and everybody was happy. And they chanted the names of Hari in ecstasy, the Vaishnavas, and saying, okay, now Nima is okay, right? And they distributed cloth to one another without discrimination. And, and some people said, we are so pleased, we are so relieved that Nima is well now, such a scholar, because this Nima is a great scholar. He should live a long life. Nima is a great scholar. He should live a long life. So, in this way, this Lord, Nimai, enjoyed so many pastimes. And who can understand these pastimes until the Lord reveals them? But the Vaishnavas used to keep telling him, please worship Krishna, Nimai. This body is temporary. It may be vanquished the next moment. You're a sober person. You know the scriptures. You're a scholar. What can we teach you? So the Lord smiled at those Vaishnavas. He paid obeisances and he left for school with his students, right? Um, so when Nimai was teaching his students, remember he also used to teach students, right? He was teaching and on in this Chandi Mandap with the in the courtyard of fortunate courtyard of Mukunda Sanjay, another person, right? His head was smeared with fragrant medicated oil. Somebody had given him that. And he looked like Narayan in Badrikashram. Who is Narayan? Who is Narayan? Who is Narayan? Who is Narayan? Ishan, who is Narayan? Ishan. Ishan, can you hear me? Who is Narayan?
It's breaking up a lot. Yeah, it's really laggy.
Where are you in? Still in
With
Sirsa?
Narayan, Vishnu,
Huh?
like
Yeah. So Nar
yeah, we're
Narayan
leaving.
from.
We're leaving. Actually, not now. We're leaving in a few hours.
Okay,
I
so
I,
he's
I
the
can't hear
Narayan.
you.
He's the Vishnu from the Badrikashram. Remember two Nar and Narayan,
Did you know it's 7 o'clock?
You
right?
said some
So
what Bhadrika?
Badrikashram. Badrikashram is Badrinath. Badrinath in India, right? There are two, but Nar Narayan. Nar is Arjun and Narayan is Vishnu.
You're
So
breaking
he,
up a lot. You're
can you guys hear me, Ada? So probably it's his internet. So he looked like Narayan sitting surrounded by his disciples, headed by Sanat. So Sachinandan, our Gaura Sundar, our Nimai, our Vishambar is certainly that Narayan because he's the same person, right? Um, so now let's see what else he's doing. So one time he went to a weaver. You know what is a weaver? Who is a weaver? Who is a weaver? Who is a weaver? The person who weaves clothes, right? So he went to a weaver, and the weaver saw him, respectfully paid obeisances. Then Lord says, "Okay, can you give me one piece of cloth, nice piece of cloth?" And the weaver immediately got a nice piece of cloth. And then the Lord asked, "What is the price of this cloth?" The weaver said, "Okay, give me whatever you like. Give me whatever." So he quarreled with him. Okay, I can only give you this much. Says, "I don't have any money right now, but I will not be able to give you anything, even though we agreed on this much. But I don't have any money right now." The weaver then said, "Okay, you can give it to me in 10 or 15 days. Take the cloth and happily wear it. You can pay me whenever you please." Why are they saying that? When you go to a store, would anybody do like that? You can pay me whatever you want. So why is the storekeeper shopkeeper saying that like that? Any guesses? Why the storekeeper says, "Okay, you can pay me whenever you want"? Yes, Gauri.
I think it's because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was paying obeisances and showing respect to
Yes, and something else too.
maybe he knows that he's Krishna.
He doesn't know
Mm.
because he felt so much love. You just look at Nimai and you're feeling that he's somebody special. They're feeling so much love for that person. They're feeling so much love for Nimai. So the Lord said, "Okay, I will pay when I have the money." So he mercifully glanced on the weaver and he left. So then he went to the Brahmanas. After the weaver, he went to the Brahmanas. And he said, okay, bring me some milk and yogurt. I am going to accept some charity. No, he went to some other house, and he was a Brahmin, right? So he went to the house of somebody else, and he said, can you please give me some milk and yogurt? I'm going to accept charity from your house. I'm a Brahmin, so you should give me charity. These were the these were the cowherd people, the Vaishyas, the people like Krishna. They were people who used to graze the cows. And they thought, okay, Nimai just looked like Cupid. They they respectfully offered him an asana, a seat to sit, right? And they began to joke with him and told him, like, you're my uncle, right? Come, uncle, let us go and eat some rice. Then somebody put Nimai on their shoulder and carried him into his house. And some other cowherd boy said, don't you remember how we previously ate all the rice in my house? Now, why is that person making that statement? One of the cowherd boy is uh, is saying, don't you remember, Nimai, that one time we ate all the rice in my house? Why is he making that statement? He's meeting him for the first time. Yes, Adav. Yes, Adav. Why is he saying that?
Um, um,
Any
I
guesses?
had an answer, but like,
Okay, what was your answer?
no, but like it's because like Krishna used to eat like butter pots, but like that doesn't explain why. He knows.
Because what happened was Saraswati, Mother Saraswati sat on this guy's tongue, and it was true because this this cowherd boy was a cowherd boy in Krishna Lila also, and he fed Krishna in his house, and he's the same person now in Nimai Lila, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lila. So Nimai is just simply smiling. And this guy's thinking, what did I just speak? When did this Nimai eat in my house? I don't know how this word came out from my mouth. So all these gopas offered the Nimai milk, ghee, yogurt, cream, and butter, right? Now then he went to the house of a perfume merchant, right? The merchant offered the respect obeisances to Nimai because he's a Brahman, and Nimai says, okay, can you please bring your best perfume for me? Nimai is asking. So the merchant immediately went and got some best perfume. And Sachinandan inquired, what is the price? What is the price of this? The merchant said, you know, sir, why would I take money from you? You can apply this oil and go home. If after taking bath tomorrow the fragrance is still remaining, then you pay me the price. Otherwise, you don't pay. It is that good. So after this, the merchant applied perfume on the body of the Lord, and he Vishambhar Nimai was very happy, and then he continued in the house of somebody else. And Nima is so beautiful. He's so handsome. He's that attracting the minds of everybody. First, he went to a weaver. Then he went to the house of the cowherd people. Now he went to the house of the perfume person. Now he's going to a florist. Who is a florist? Hari. Hari, who is a florist? Hari, are you listening? Can you unmute yourself, Hari Govind? Hari Govinda? I can't hear you. Okay, who can tell me who is the florist? Who is the florist? Okay, let's see. Gauri. Gauri, go ahead.
Someone who sells flowers.
Yeah, someone who sells flowers. So when the florist saw Nehemiah's most wonderful form, he offered him obeisances and he asked him to sit. He gave him a place to sit. So the Lord said, "Can you please give me a nice garland? But I have no money with me, but I want a garland." So would you get something without money if you go to a store or a florist? Would you get something like that? Hari, would you get if you go to a store and would you get something without money? Okay. Yes, Adam.
I mean, unless if like a friend paid for you.
Okay, unless he's a friend.
Probably.
Yes, Nimai?
Hari said he can't unmute. Like, he just texted me like in another app.
Oh, he can't unmute. Okay, okay, fine. So Nimai had the symptoms of a spiritually perfect soul, and the florist saw Nimai and he felt so much love for Nimai. And the florist said, "Okay, you don't need to pay. You don't need to pay." So the florist garlanded him with a nice garland, and the Lord Nimai is smiling when he saw the garland and we got the garland. So he cast his glance on the florist, and then he went on to the house of a betel nut merchant. What is the betel nut? Do you guys know what is the betel nut? What is the betel nut? Have you seen pan? Have you guys seen pan? Like a leaf. When you chew that leaf, your mouth becomes red. In India, they eat. Have you guys seen that? Anybody seen? Has anybody seen people eating pan?
Yes.
Yes. In that pan, there is something called a supari. That's a betel nut. So he went to that person who sells the betel nut, right? And he also saw Nimai's beautiful form, and he actually bowed down. That person bowed down to Nimai's feet and offered him a place to sit. And this betel nut person saying, "How insignificant I am, and you're a great scholar. You've come to my house." Then he just without even asking, he offered him that betel nut, that supari, to the Lord, right? And the Lord saying, "Why are you offering me betel nut without payment? I didn't even ask you, I didn't even pay. You're just giving me like that." And the betel nut guy is saying, "It just came from my heart. I felt inspired." And the Lord is smiling. Does it happen sometimes that you're just inspired from your heart to do something whenever somebody is not even asking? Does it happen? Can anybody share? Has it happened with them? Has it happened with anybody? Like it automatically comes. Ishan is saying yes. Ishan, you want to share?
No.
All right, so we will try to finish quickly so that we can do the shlokas then. So the Lord smiled when he heard the merchant's reply. He smiled and he chewed the betel nut with great satisfaction. Right, the merchant then offered him some pan, some camphor, which is kapoor, and other spices free of cost. He just gave him free of cost. So Gaura Sundar or Nimai blessed that betel nut guy, and he continued wandering the seats of Navdweep. Right, and so we will continue next week because this is gonna be happen where he is gonna see beautiful one. He's gonna go to an astrologer, and the astrologer will see beautiful when he meditates. And Nima is there. He is gonna see Lord Vishnu. He's gonna see Lord Ram. He's gonna see Lord Krishna. He's gonna see all the incarnations of the Lord. It's going to be beautiful pastime next week. And we will also hear about Kolavecha Sridhar. Have you guys heard about the story of Kolavecha Sridhar? Who has heard the story of Kolavecha Sridhar? Who has heard the story of Sridhar? Has anybody here heard the story of Sridhar? You guys are not answering.
Gauri.
Gauri.
Wait, I forgot the name of Shri. Wait, is Shri? Oh wait, I do know.
Have you guys heard the story of Kola Vicha Sridhar? Yeah. So next week we will discuss Kola Vicha Sridhar. Adha, are you in the class?
Yeah, I am.
Are you chatting with somebody?
I can't chat.
Okay, so because you guys are distracted, it seems you guys are distracted. Hare Krishna, Ayati, are you back, Vita?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah, I came back last night.
Okay, Hari Bol, thank you for joining, Vita.
Hare
So
Bol.
we will do the shlokas. 50 most important.
Oh, when's the next book get?
Probably we'll do it next week.
Good for you guys.
Why not you? You also join.
By that logic, I also cannot play it.
Okay, I'm just trying to pull up the 50 more important verses.
While we're waiting, quick question. After the class, can we talk?
Yeah, please.
Yes, you guys can talk. I'm just trying to find the. Wow. Okay. Give me 1 minute. I'm still finding. It's opening. Does somebody have that verses?
Or we could just share and read that way.
Do you have that, Gauri?
I have the paper, so like,
Yeah. Can you tell me what are the last three verses?
yes, everyone said.
Chapter 18, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's 18.65
65.
and then 66
Okay.
and 78.
Okay. Can you guys see the screen? You guys have learned this shloka, right? Who wants to read this shloka and then we will explain this meaning? Okay, go ahead, Adhav.
Manmano bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam
Wow.
evayasyasi satyam te.
Pratijane.
Pratijan priyosi me.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Who else wants to recite this? Meera and Ishan, do you want to? Yes, go ahead, Ishan.
Sorry. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mamai vaishashi satyam te pratijane priyosi me.
Very nice, very nice. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, Gauri.
मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामे वेश्यसि सत्यं ते प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे.
Okay, yes, got Meera. Go ahead, Meera.
Can you help me?
I'll help you.
Bhavamad Bhakto. Yes, go ahead, Meera.
Help me out. Okay.
Manmana Bhavamad Bhakto.
Bhava madbhakto.
Manmana. Manmana
Manmana
Bhava
Pavamadbhakto
madhyaji mam
Madhya
jimam namaskuru
Namaskaru
mamai vaishashi
Mameva Shashi
satyam te
Satyam Te
pratijane
Pratijante
jane
Jane
priyosi me.
Priyosi Me.
Good job,
Thank
Meera.
you. Lakshay, are you able to recite? Are you able to? Go ahead.
Manmanabha Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Satyam Te Pratijana Priyosmine.
Pratijane priyosi me. Nimai.
Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji namaskuru mame vaishasi satyam te pratijane priyosame.
Okay, very nice. Govin, you want us to recite the verse?
Manmana Pavamadbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Satyam Te Pratijane Priyosi Me.
Very nice. Thank you. Aniket.
Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame veshyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me.
Very nice. Shlok. Shlok. Can you recite?
Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam.
Padyaji Mam Namaskuru. Okay, you're muted again. Shlok, you're muted. Okay. Ayati. Ayati, you want to recite? Okay. Hari Govinda, I don't know whether you can talk. Can you unmute? No, you cannot unmute. Okay. No, that's fine. So what is Krishna saying to here? This is the most important part of Bhagavad Gita. This verse is repeated twice in Bhagavad Gita. He's telling Arjun, this same verse is there in chapter number 9 also, right? And it's there in chapter number 18. And he's saying, Krishna, man mana, always think of me. Mad bhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, Madhyaji, worship me, become my worshipper, worship me. Namaskuru, offer me obeisances. Right? So, four things. What are the four things he was saying? Always think of me. Man, mana, man, right? Man, mana. So, you always think of me. Man, mana, bhava, mad bhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, meaning worship me. Mam namashkuru, and then you offer obeisances to me. Thus you will come to me without fail. If you do this, then we can go back to Krishna. And why is he doing this to? Why is promising him? He's saying this because you're my dear friend, so I promise you that if you do these 4 things, then you'll come back to me. Do we want to go back to Krishna? Who wants to go back to Krishna? Okay, Gauri, Adhav, I don't see anybody else's hands. Yes, Lakshay, Govind, everybody wants to go back to Aniket wants to go back to Krishna, okay. And Hari Govind also wants to go back to Krishna, right? Yes, Govind, you want to say something? Okay, you just want to raise the hand saying you want to go back to Krishna. And who wants to embrace Krishna? Who wants to hug him? Adhav, Gauri. Everybody wants to, yes, Govind. Everybody wants to hug Krishna, right? So, what are the 4 things we should do? Now, I'm going to hide the translation. So, tell me, what will you do? What should we do? What are the 4 things we should do? Yes, Adhav.
I forgot the first one, but I know
Manmana, manmana. I'm just
think of
showing.
me.
Huh?
Think of
Mm,
Krishna.
mm.
Become Krishna's devotee. Worship Krishna, and then offer your obeisances to Krishna.
Yes. Will everybody remember this? Will everybody remember these 4 things? So let's ask somebody else. Okay, let's see. Because I don't see the people's faces, I'm just going to pick Lakshay. Tell me the 4 things, beta.
Uh, think of me.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about me. That's it.
No. Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Mad bhakto. What does bhakta mean? What does
So
a bhakta mean? He's a great bhakta. What does bhakta mean?
devotee.
Devotee. So become his devotee. Yes, then.
Uh,
Madhyaji. Madhyaji meaning what?
pray.
Worship him. And Mam Namashkuru. Namashkuru. Namaskar. What does namaskar mean?
Respect.
Respect. Obeisances. Yes. 4 things. Yes. So everybody will remember this. Yes. So we are out of time, but we will do the next 2 verses next week. We'll finish the Bhagavad Gita. And you guys, the homework is you have to revise all the 50 verses. It's summertime. Yes, you have summer vacation going on. Still a month still to go before school opens. So can we make sure we already have learned all the verses? Make sure you memorize the 50 most important verses. Who is ready to do it? Who is ready to do this? Adhav, yes. You sign up. Gauri, Lakshay, do you want to memorize the all 50 verses? Yes, Lakshay? Govind, you want to memorize the 50 most important verses? Aniket, yes. Meera and Ishan, yes. Nimai, will you memorize? I'll send that. Nimai is also saying yes. And Hari Govinda is also saying that. Right? So everybody saying Ayati also, you will memorize? Okay, you will memorize too. Okay, very nice. So everybody is, I will send that. Yes, Gauri, you have a question?
Is it with translation or?
Yes, we should.
Okay.
We should. It's not exact translation you have to memorize, but somewhat. So you guys can then offer this at the time of Janmashtami, saying, Krishna, I learned 50 verses for you. This is for your pleasure. Okay, will everybody do that? Okay, and then we will also start some debates as role playing, right? Some debates like if a, okay, let me stop share and let me stop the live stream.